Greetings, fellow netizens. It's Gordon Angelino again, and I'm here to comment on Ron Paul owns the Federal Reserve. It was a wonderful and enjoyable video. All republics throughout history that have mostly fallen more because of financial malfeasance, whether it be the Romans, or almost any other. Due to financial malfeasance, the Weimar Republic, all these representative societies, fully democratic in their outlook, with proper amounts of power for the executive and the judicial and the legislative, and properly separated with good checks and balances. They have not died due to foreign action most of the time. They have died because their financial system was so corrupted that it was easy for an outside aggressor to knock them over. I mean, the Roman Empire was not, soldiered on even after the Caesars took it over, but nonetheless it lost its freedom at the point at which Julius Caesar took over that government, crossed the Rubicon with his armies. But now we face another situation today in the United States. Our monetary system is a basket case. We used to laugh at the Mexicans. Now we can't even thumb our noses at them at the same. Right now we're being bailed out by foreign governments who see some value in propping up our economy at this time. Problem is, sooner or later they're going to grow tired of it. I mean, the Chinese have a huge amount of our debt, and if we do not put our financial house in order, we will be in real trouble. We were on the path toward debt reduction during the 1994 House Republican Contract for America. Unfortunately, that strong reform has not been kept, and many of the Republicans started doing pork barrel spending and other such horribly destructive measures in order to keep themselves in office. What's more important, keeping yourself in office, or keeping a democratic society, a republic that will have use for you as an office holder instead of killing you for expressing your opinion on things? It is very imperative that we, as a nation, support, and go back to some sort of precious metal standard, something that the government cannot print, something the government cannot inflate at will. This is a horribly statist measure. It may have been fine for World War II, when Franklin Delano Roosevelt went and untied gold to other currencies because we were fighting the Nazis and the fascist Japanese at the time. But those threats don't really exist anymore to the same extent. Even communist China, who we probably should have more naval forces in the region to ensure that their own naval forces don't try to start grabbing off countries or the oil in the Spratly Islands or any of those other things, which is another problem we have. But even they are not so aggressive as the Germans and the Japanese circa World War II. These are manageable problems, but they're not going to stay manageable if we have these, $9 trillion of debt plus another 78 trillion in actual, and that, the $9 trillion debt is current debt obligations. We have a backlog going back quite a ways. It's something like 78 trillion or something was mentioned. If you want the source for that would be the Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump book called Why We Want You to Be Rich. Look it up. Very good book. Recommend it to all Americans. So, yeah, but we need to get our financial house back in order, and it's not going to be easy. But at least a partial gold standard would be good toward that. So find out who your committee chairs. We know that Ron Paul is on that committee. We need to find out who all the other committee chairs and put of that House committee are, and put them on notice. We want a gold standard. So whatever state you live in, lobby your congressman, because we need to pay back our foreign obligations, and we need to lower the size of government to be able to do that. Without a strong United States, the rest of the world could really fly apart. It could be very, very bad. So we need to we need to get our financial house in order, because republics do not fall from without. They fall from within and then are kicked over by events that could have easily been handled in a more previous era. So let us not have these barbarians of feckless spending destroy us. And let us, and well, I wouldn't God bless you, I'm an atheist, but we need to, I'll take any kind of help that we can get in, religious conservatives, whoever is in the sound of my voice that agrees that we need to push down the size of government. We need to have a broad-based coalition. I know there aren't enough atheists out there alone, so anybody that sees the shrinking of government as a good thing, please, let's form a coalition and get this done, and have all our early lobbying efforts toward this House committee, that the House Banking Committee. The House Banking Committee must be made aware that Americans are angry on this issue, and we want a currency that can't be bent, findled, or mutilated, as the quote is. Okay, so you go ahead, Ron Paul. Keep owning that Federal Reserve. Keep telling them where they've been messing up, and we can eventually replace this institution. Good night, and think on this. I look forward to your comments on the issue.